Good morning, loves. I hope y'all having a wonderful Saturday so far. Rise and shine. Time to get up, go do something, plant something. If you don't do nothing else today, go try and plant something in your yard or in some pots. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, we gonna need it, y'all. But yes, I wanted to come and talk to y'all about how the narc that I dealt with, this last one, how he needed other people to get ahead in life. This man couldn't do nothing for himself. He was waiting on somebody to make his business grow. He was waiting on somebody to give him a work truck. He was waiting on somebody to give him an extra pressure washer. He was waiting on somebody to give him a house. He was waiting on somebody to just give him a car. Waiting on somebody to just do everything for him. And so that's what I figured. He got all these different supplies because he thinking that one of these supplies got the potential, or they're going to get these things for me. Oh, he was waiting on somebody to get him a motorcycle too. So the main two things he would always say to me was the motorcycle and a house. So I guess he thought that I was going to get him a motorcycle. The house he might have got me on. He might have got me on that because that's something I want too. So if I'm getting a house for myself, of course, he would have been included in the process or whatever. So, I'm saying, he just weird. And I actually sat here and I told him about these things. I say, I hear you say a lot of, oh, this person said they was going to give me a boat. This person said they was going to give me a house. This person said they was going to help get me a work truck. So, he had so much of his life in other people's hands. And I was telling him that, I'm like, it's time for you to get off your butt and get these things for yourself. Why are you sitting waiting for other people to get them for you? So right there, it should have told me that he was a user or all this good stuff. I ain't getting none of that stuff right now. Because when I came into the relationship, it wasn't like that. He helped me and took care of me in the beginning of the relationship. And now it done flip-flop. You know what I'm saying? And so what he can't get from me, he looking for it from others. So he would mention things like he want a house, he want a motorcycle, he want a work truck. And the type of woman I was, he would have got that motorcycle, that work truck, and that house. But because God knew I was weak and that I would do this for this man, God said, Even if I had it in my heart to do it, God was like, He don't deserve none of this. I'd be a fool if I sit here and let you bless this man with all of these things and he can't get his stuff together. He ain't showing you he got himself together. He looking for you to get it for him. So no, I will not bless you with the finances to get him the things that he want. Even though I can obtain it. I can obtain the finances, but I got to let him go. I can't have him and have him run through my money like that. See, God, I tell y'all, God had his hands on me the whole entire time in this relationship because he could have got me. He could have got me pregnant. I wanted to have a baby with him. God wouldn't allow it. It wasn't meant. He will only let him take me as far as he'll let him take me. But he wasn't going to let him take me out is what he wasn't going to do. He wasn't going to let me get stuck with him for the rest of my life. And that's what I'm seeing now. That's what God did for me. You wanted a baby by him, but had he gave me a baby by him, I'd have been stuck with this man forever. Going through these cycles over and over and over again, just like his baby mamas, as I sat and watched. I would have been one of them. God said, that ain't you. I got something better for you. I just need you to get this lesson so I can get you to it. I wanted a house with this man. God like, yeah, I'm going to give you a house. But not with this one. He don't deserve that. And these are just my words. These ain't what God said. You know what I'm saying? This me just trying to say this how I think God is, up there saying, nah, I ain't finna do that for her. No. She can't have that with him in her life. No, she gotta move him on about her life before I get her this house. This nice house that she done always wanted for all her life. I'm not gonna give it to her for him to ruin it. No, we're not gonna do that. So I wanted to get him a work truck. God said, nah, not with your tax money, no ma'am. No, you won't. God just stepped in on all of that stuff, y'all. I'm telling you. If it was meant for him to take me out, he'd have took me right on up out of here. But it was just a lesson that I needed to learn. And I'm telling you, I learned the lesson. Now I'm sitting back looking at these things. This man didn't want to do anything on his own. He feels like somebody gonna give him what he wants. He got a business, and now I'm sitting here trying to figure out, well, who helped him get the business? Because apparently he ain't doing nothing on his own. Well capable of doing it on his own, but he waiting on somebody else. Been waiting on this man to get him this boat forever and a day. But okay, so what happened was he was supposed to be buying this boat from this older guy, right? But he ain't paid. The man been holding the boat for him for years, and he still ain't came and bought the boat from the man. So this last time around, the man finally called him up and said, hey, listen, I sold the boat. He mad. What you mad for? You been playing this man all these years, telling him you gonna buy the boat, don't sell the boat, and this man done held this boat off of your good word, and you ain't held good to your good word. So the man said, hey, listen, I need the money. I gotta sell the boat. So what he was doing was he was thinking that the man was gonna be like, well, go ahead and just take the boat, man. Just take the boat. That's what he was holding off to get out of the man. But the man said, no, sir, I need the money. He was like, so I've held this boat for you for X amount of time, and you haven't came and got this boat yet. So I need the money. So I went on ahead and sold the boat. He said, I was just calling to let you know that the boat is no longer here. It's gone. I sold it. He was like, man, I was going to buy the boat from you, this, that, and the third. He said, man, it's been years I've been holding this boat for you, and you haven't bought it yet. So he gets off the phone with him. Now he hard down mad. See, that's why I don't mess with people right now. Sir? I say, okay. I say, he said he's been holding it for years for you. I said, so why are you mad? You ain't been taking no payments over there or anything? I'm like, well, I was asking him. I'm like, did you take him payments? And is that why you're so upset? Because you've been making payments towards this boat, and now he done sold it because he need the money? But that man said he sold the boat. He been holding it for years for you. He need the money. He can't hold it no more. But you over here mad. You ain't made not one payment towards the boat. And you think somebody is supposed to sit there and just keep holding it and keep holding it, and you just, they be okay with you saying, I'm gonna come and make a payment, I'm gonna come and make a payment, and you never do. No, that man wasn't wrong for selling his boat. He needed the money. He was trying to sell it to him. You didn't get the boat, so now I gotta give it to somebody who's gonna buy it, because I need the money right now. So, you know, just waiting on anybody and everybody to give him everything. Oh, such and such say they're gonna give me a work truck. I'm like, why you keep trying to wait on people to give you this truck? No, because he told me he was gonna give me the truck or whatever, and that I was just gonna pressure wash or paint. He was gonna do a job for him for exchange for the truck. Did he get the truck? No, still ain't get no truck. And then too, all the times that he done discarded me, the reason he was leaving, so he said, I need to go back so I can go get me a car. Such and such say they gonna give me a car, and so I gotta go back, do a job for them, this, that, and the third, and then they gonna give me the car. Every time he done came back into this relationship, 4.5 years, he ain't never came back. Okay, yes he did. He had never came back with a car that worked. Put it like that. The car didn't work. So that one time, the time before, 2 times before this last time, He left. He did get a vehicle. But okay, he had 2 vehicles. I'm sorry, I forgot. He had 2 vehicles, but they were all in bad conditions. They were only gonna hold him over for maybe a month or 2. Those are the kind of cars he's been getting. So technically he ain't had a car during the relationship that actually got him somewhere. Okay, so he discarded me. He hoovered me back in, gaslighted me and all that good stuff back into the relationship. Now he got a vehicle. Now in the middle of him getting ready to come back home to me, I discarded him in the middle of that. So with me, he was getting ready. I knew he was getting ready for like 2 weeks prior to me discarding him. He was going to get ready to come home, okay? So the week before he got ready to come home, I went no contact for a whole week. And then he blew my phone up. He called my sister. He called all kinds of people trying to get in touch with me. I didn't answer anything. And the people that came to me and said that he reached out to them, I told them don't answer his calls no more. I'll answer the phone when I'm ready. Okay? So the 7th day, I went on ahead and I answered the phone. He was on his way home. He was like, if you hadn't answered this phone, man, he was like, I'm on my way home anyway. He was like, because I don't know why you ain't answering your phone. I ain't know what happened to you, this, that, and the third. And I was just like, I needed to take a break from you. Because he was with somebody prior to that. And so after I sat there through all of that or whatever, it was just like, you know what? I was debating whether I wanted to be with him still or not or whatever, and I knew he was coming home. But that's just how my mind was thinking at the time. Like, something was going on with me, and I just was like, you know what? I'm not going to answer his phone calls. See what happens. And so he didn't stop calling. He called every day. He just started reaching out to different people or whatever, and, so then I finally answered the phone. And when I answered the phone, he was on his way coming home. Now he was like, I've been calling and texting you trying to tell you I got a car and I'm coming home or whatever. So I'm like, okay, that's good. So on his way home, when I tell you he don't have a lick of sense that God gave him, I swear he don't. I told you he like to drive fast. He want to do 100 to 90 in an old car. You can't do that. If your car got issues, there ain't no need for you to be sitting here pushing 90 to 100 in no car that has major issues. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got them kind of common sense. He think because he get behind a wheel, he can gun it. Any car that he get in, he think he can gun it. And so he messed around and found out. Okay? So him trying to hurry up and get home to me because I ain't answering the phone and all that good stuff. He doing 90 to 100 in this car that he done bought that has issues. You can't be putting the pedal to the metal like that in this kind of vehicle. This is not a rental car. Rental cars, you can get away with it because, they keep their cars maintenance. But you bought a car with issues. You don't need to put it on 95, doing 95 to 100. You need to be doing 75 to 80 at the most. He ain't got them kind of sense. So he doing 95 to 100. Car breaks down on 95. After that, couldn't get the car to move, drive, nothing no more. Had to tow the car all the way home. And he got stranded and had to stay the night on the exit that he was on when the car broke down. Okay? So I'm like, what happened to the car? He was like, well, it had some issues and I was doing about 100. I say, why you do that? When you got older cars or cars that have issues, why do you think that it's okay to speed in those kind of cars? You trying to maintain what's left of the car if it's still driving. You want to try to hold on to make that last to get you to where you need to go for a little bit of time. You know what I'm saying? You want to try to take care of it from that point as much as you can to keep the lifespan of it kind of fair for you, to get your uses out of it, to carry you on a little while. You know what I'm saying? At least that's my common sense. But to him, no. He was like, a car is a car. No, it's not, sir. Yeah, when you got a new car, you can do that. When you got an older car that got issues, sir, you want to drive that baby with care. Tender love and care. That's what you want to do. You want to pat her on the back, on the dashboard, and say, baby, come on. Come on, get us there. I love you. I appreciate you. You want to do whatever you got to do to keep this car running for you. But he don't think like that. So he made it on in. Car broke down. We had to tow it on home and all that good stuff. And all they did was sit in the yard when it got here. So when he discarded me, the same way he got that truck here, same way he had to get it on up out of here. He had to get it towed away again to go. And he thought that was hurting my feelings. That's the thing. He thought that it was hurting my feelings. That he had that piece of junk towed away from the house. Baby, I told you to take everything. Yes, I wanted you to take this car too. I was tired of looking at it every time I walked out my door because it was just like looking at you. So I was glad. But he thought that he was hurting me because he had it towed away. Because he thought that if I leave something, she'll know I'm coming back. But if I take everything, then she'll think I'm not coming back. So we done did this too many times. I know you coming back. I know now. That I just don't even have the same reactions no more. But like I told y'all, he always looking for that first reaction that I gave him when I almost didn't make it. That's the reaction he been trying to get. Ever since that first time, that's the reaction he want. That's what he feed off of. But I wasn't giving it to him. Every time he did it, I did something different. I'm going to get a different result one kind of way. Sure is. But he just was waiting on everybody to give him everything. Just like I told y'all why he left this time. Oh, my peoples found me a place to live. Why you even looking for a place, sir? We just got back together 6 months ago. Why you looking for a place for you? Not for us, for you. Don't make sense. Everything was going good and smooth, and then boom, you just pop this out at me out of nowhere. Oh yeah, my people say a place then came available for me now, so I'm gonna go ahead and go and move into my place up there, whatever. And I guarantee you right now, he ain't in no place. He in a hotel or a room or house. That's where he at. That's where he always at. Just be lying for no reason. Sir, apparently you can't get the place by yourself. You need somebody else to get it for you. So either you're staying with somebody, living in a room or house, or you living in a hotel. Just spending more money that you don't got. Just don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I've been going through, y'all. That's all I'm telling y'all. The narc that I was dealing with, this the stupid stuff that he did. So one time I remember a magazine company called him because he does have business cards and all this his stuff. And so he done put his business cards some are everywhere and done handed them out to some of everybody or whatever. But he uses his business to get women. Okay? So just so happened this magazine company picked him up. Tell you how much they lie. Okay? So magazine company calls him, but I don't know it's a magazine company. I find out after his lie didn't work out for him. Then he tells me the real deal, okay? So he says this company wants to support his business. They want to give him a work truck, and they want to move him to somewhere else and put him in a home. All of this now sounds beautiful. Sounds like, okay, boy, you done hit the jackpot with this one. So he tells me, yeah, they're going to give me a work truck. They're going to supply all my stuff. And they're going to give me a place to stay. He was like, so we finna get ready to move because they finna put us in a place and I'm finna get a work truck or whatever. And so I'm like, okay, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, so on a such date, I got to go down there and meet with people. So you're going to have to take me down there to, go and do my meeting or whatever. So I'm like, okay, that's fine or whatever. So This what he tells me. So now we get to the place where we going to take him to go to that meeting or whatever. He was going to have to stay for 2 days or whatever. So I dropped him off, came on back home. He did the meeting or whatever. And so after he gets done with the meeting, he went to a meeting. Well, I ain't going to say I know for sure that he went to a meeting. I'm going to just say he went down there, kicked it with whoever he was going to kick it with or whatever. Because that's all it ever is. So when he comes back and he's telling me about the meeting and everything, now he going to sit here and tell me, man, them people was talking about that they just wanted to put me in a magazine. They wanted to advertise my company in their magazine, and I have to pay $300 a month for them to advertise it, so it'll help bring in business like that or whatever. But mind you, I've listened to him on the phone talking to different people or whatever about business or anything, and he misunderstands everything. He don't understand nothing nobody is saying because he get the wrong interpretations at the end of the phone call. Now, I remember one time I heard him talking to, I think it was one of his doctors or something, and they was telling him that his medicine will be available to, he was talking to the pharmacist. He was talking to the pharmacist, and they was telling him that his medicine was out of stock and that they would have it in that following Wednesday. So he thought that they meant it'll be in this Wednesday, which will be the next day of this phone call. So he was like, okay, now we have to travel to go and get his medicine because he don't change his stuff up. So his doctor's appointment is in Tallahassee. We living in Georgia. We got to go to Vero Beach to pick up his medicine. It's crazy. It's just, and I did it all. I sure did. Yes, I did. I was a dummy. I did it. So here we go. He was like, okay, the people said that my medicine will be ready tomorrow, so we need to go ahead and go down. And I'm like, no. He said the following Wednesday, meaning next week. Not tomorrow. Next week, Wednesday. He's like, that's not what he said. I know what he said. I say he said the following Wednesday it'll be in. That's what he put the order in for, and that's the date that it'll be there. So there's no need to go down there. So he found any excuse or reason to go down there. So we go. And he wants to stop to the pharmacy. And I'm just like, why are you going to the pharmacy? He said it won't be there until the following Wednesday. But I gotta be a liar. That's just what it all boils down to. I gotta be a liar because I didn't hear the man clearly. He heard him clearly. So we get up to the window and he puts in that he wants to pick up his medicine. The lady at the window says, "Sir, your medicine order will be in next Wednesday, not today." He sit here yelling at the woman, talking about something. That man told me on the phone, I done traveled all the way from Georgia to come down here and get my medicine. He told me it would be ready today. Why would he lie and tell me that it'll be ready today? And he really meant it was last week. And I'm sitting over there in the corner like this to him. Pull off. Because he driving. Pull off. Pull off. I said, thank you, ma'am. Have a nice day. So we pull off. He was like, you gonna sit here and tell me when I heard the whole conversation. He gonna sit here and still pretend like that lady was wrong. Like she was lying to him. I said, are you really doing this right now? I said, I told you the man said the following Wednesday, not today. He was like, he said it was gonna be ready Wednesday. That's all I heard. That's all I know. And he does that a lot. He would have you thinking you crazy. He hear what he want to hear. And he do what he want to do. Sometimes he think that he can move mountains by making people do what he want them to do when he want them to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So he thought that he was gonna go there and make them give him the medicine on that day. How they gonna give it to you and they ain't got it? How that's gonna work, sir? Just ain't got the common sense God gave him. I swear, it's just crazy. And you got me tagging along with you, looking dumb as hell, just as well as you are. But I'm telling you, the man said the following Wednesday, not today. But I'm wrong. I'm the liar. I don't got good sense. He think he my daddy and he gotta tell me what to do. No, sir. Come in. Come on, just let it go. Just let it go. It ain't gonna work how you want it to work. You can't run everybody. You know what I'm saying? So he just was waiting on everybody to do everything for him. When it came to handling his business, if I'm not handling his business, or the people, his other supply, or his mama, his sister, or whatever, he ain't handling nothing. I told the man to turn the GPS on one day so we could find a hotel. He don't want to turn his GPS on because he thinks somebody trying to track his phone. So you ain't got to track your phone. Maybe your new supply tracking your phone and stuff like that. But I ain't trying to track your phone. I'm driving. Then you want to sit here and be like, don't be on your phone while you driving. Don't be talking to people while you driving. Don't be I'm driving. Put your GPS on and Google the address. He wouldn't turn it on. He was like, well, just go to the other hotel then. So you can't Google an address so we can go to the place that we supposed to be going to. It just don't make sense. It never does, y'all. It don't make no sense. But this is the nonsense I had to deal with. And so I just gave y'all a whole different mix up of how my mind was always jacked up, confused, lost, and the lies that the man be telling for no daggone reason at all. And then I'm telling y'all, he took me through the ringer. I've seen it all, y'all. I'm telling you, this is crazy. But yes, I'm about to go fishing with my family today, and we're just gonna relax out there by the water. I might hit the live button while I'm out there. If it's nice and beautiful and everything is biting, we gonna see how it is. I might bring y'all with me. But I love y'all. Continue to fall in love with yourself more and more every day, one day at a time, one step at a time. I don't care how long it take you, fall in love with yourself, because you are worth it, you deserve it, and I love you. Have a great day. Comment, like, share, and subscribe, and I thank you guys for everything you do. Mwah. Have a marvelous Saturday.